going on, y'all? It is Chris with pennies2000s.com. I'm going to show you how you can do surveys, never get disqualified. Very easy surveys. I mean, they're short. They don't take a long time at all. I'm going to do some surveys here for you live. You see my balance here is $13.99. It says I have 2 surveys available, so I'm going to do both of those, see how it turns out. And I just want to give you, a full example of, how this goes on this site, right? So I'm going to click on the 2 surveys that I have available and, do them. The thing about it is, like I said, with these surveys, I mean, they're like 10 to 12 questions per survey. I mean, sometimes you'll get put into, longer surveys, but I'm just going to go through and see how long this survey actually takes me. So the questions are easy, just answering them accordingly. The questions are short, so I can read it pretty fast and just answer it. You see here, I'm already on question 8. So just continuing to go through. And like I said, the survey is usually about, 10 to 12 questions. So I feel like it's getting towards the end on this survey. And there it is. I'm done with that survey. The survey was worth 10 cents. It wasn't a long survey. It doesn't pay me a lot, but it was like 10 cents. So, under a minute, I'll take that. So now I have another survey available. So I'm going to do this one as well and see how this one goes. And, you'll notice, like, when it comes to doing surveys on this site, the very minimum you'll be paid is 10 cents. And there are surveys here available every day, just throughout the day. So you have to kind of just check back periodically. Have your notifications on, that way you can be notified when they have a new survey available for you. So you don't really miss out on any surveys in order to make money with it. So again, just, going through this one. Let me see. Okay, there we go. And sometimes you answer a question, it may seem like the questions are kind of like, not all in line with each other. Like it can be actually about one thing, then the next question asks about something totally different. But, it's just the way they do things. And you see here, this one is in question 17. So usually when it goes this long, they're about to throw you into a bigger survey, a survey that's going to pay you more. And there it is. So you'll see at the bottom of this, there's a time. And when there's a time, that means this survey is going to pay more, but it's also going to take a little longer. But the time is always accurate. Like right there, 3 minutes and 32 seconds. You can get it done usually faster, but it won't take you any longer than that. So now with this survey, you'll be paid more than 10 cents. How much they pay you, you really don't know until the end of the survey, but you will for sure make more than 10 cents. Sometimes you can get up there, it's like $3, $4. It just really depends on the survey and how long it really takes. But for this one, I think it'd probably be around maybe 50 cents. We'll see how that goes. But, when that time is over, the survey is done, and then you'll be credited. So I'm going to just continue to answer all of these and see how much I make for this survey. And in doing this, sometimes, like, you'll do this survey, and you'll find, okay, with the questions you answered in that, the way you answered them, we can throw you into another survey. So they're kind of like, the surveys on this site kind of piggyback off each other, if that makes any sense. So it says I have about 1 minute left. So let's see how this goes. Just going through doing these, the check mark real quick. And like I said, the thing about this site, you will never be disqualified. So there's really, no worry in it. Like it's risk free. They say you have 2 surveys available. You will be credited for those 2 surveys if you do them. So it says I'm almost there. So that means the survey, okay, it's done. So I got 47 cents for that survey. And because I did that one, I didn't have another survey for me. So now I have $14.56 in my account. I'm going to do that survey. So you just see how easy it is to do surveys on this site. And then, like I said, they just piggyback off each other. So now I'm going to go in and do this next survey. And, just knowing that at the very minimum, I'll make 10 cents. But, just depending on how I answer the questions, they could put me into a bigger survey. So it's like if you've been on some sites where, you'll answer some questions and those questions determine if you get a survey or not, but you don't get paid for those questions. this survey does. So it's like the little, 10 to 12 questions you do before, you'll get 10 cents for those, but then we'll determine, okay, let's throw you into this survey because you do qualify. So even if you don't get thrown into a bigger survey, you'll get 10 cents. So you'll make money with every survey that you do. That's my point. That's what I want you to understand with this site. So that's why it's, a really good site to use. So again, just seeing how this goes, answering all these questions, knowing that once it gets around, 10 to 12 questions, I'll either be finished with the survey or they'll throw me into a bigger one. So let's see how this goes. And right there, when you see the time at the bottom, that's how you know you're making, more than 10 cents. That's how I love it. Now just knowing at the maximum, it should take me no more than, I think it said like 9 minutes. Let me scroll down to see. Yeah, 8 minutes and 23 seconds now. So a lot of times when I do surveys on this site, I get them done faster than the time they have recommended. I never get them, done longer than they say. So if it says it has 8 minutes and 22 seconds left, I know for a fact, it won't take me no more than, 8 minutes and 23 seconds for a fact. So just with these questions, and then you kind of see the blue bar at the top, that'll kind of go, and that once it gets to the end, of course, the survey is done, and then you'll be just, seeing how much you made for this survey in return. So we continue to do this. I think I missed one, so yeah, there we go. So like really, if you're somebody that struggles with taking surveys, because you find you get disqualified a lot, you have to use this site. I mean, the link to it is in the description if you want to sign up. It's completely free, all that kind of good stuff. But I mean, just the fact that I've made so much money with this, I think, well over $300 just, doing surveys here and there, doing at the minimum 10-cent surveys, then getting thrown into bigger ones. I mean, this is a really good, survey provider just because of the no disqualification thing. So continuing to go through this survey, probably about halfway done with it. So, I mean, it's always kind of, interesting to me, like, okay, once I get done with this survey, how much will I make? That can be, kind of a, thing you kind of worry about, like, will it be worth the time? But, even if it's not, $2-3, I mean, you'll be somewhere around, 50 cents for each one you do, sometimes more, just, it just depends. But like I said, just knowing that you're always going to get qualified, that's the main thing for me, because I do not like doing surveys and going like halfway through and then getting disqualified. You just completely waste your time. And I know that frustrates me and it frustrates a lot of people. So this site will really eliminate all of that. So it says I'm almost there. So let's see how much I will make once I finish these last couple questions or so. Okay. This probably will be the last question, I'm thinking. We'll see. Not really sure. All right, there it's done. I got 76 cents for that. So there you have it. 3 surveys live for you. It's kind of just showing you how easy it is to use this site. I qualify for every survey. Now I'm going to cash out. So now I'm going to go over to the cash out section. Go over here to PayPal, cash out. I use PayPal, but you can use Amazon, Walmart, gift card. They have different ones you can choose from right here. And just push cash out now via PayPal. And my money, it is on its way. So that was like, $15.32, I believe. Just cashing it out, and it takes them about, it says 72 hours, but it's usually, the next day and I get paid. Sometimes the same day, just depends. But I made $360 in my lifetime with this site. Just this year alone, $70. So, I mean, it's only March right now. So I've already made $70 in just 3 months with it. Just doing surveys here and there, not getting disqualified. So you saw how easy it was to use this survey site. If you're someone that struggles with taking surveys, you're tired of getting disqualified, Definitely sign up for this one. It's completely free. Never get disqualified again. Make money with every survey that you take. So get started with it. Link is in the description. And always remember, every penny counts. If you're interested in making even more money, I highly encourage you guys to visit my website, pennies2thousands.com. That way you can see all the free websites and apps that I use to make money. And if you want to make some real money, I'm talking about $150 every single day. I can teach you the very easy steps that anybody can do. All you have to do is book a session with the link below.